Hi guys, so I know I said that the next video on this channel was going to be about applying to university, but after recent events I felt like this was more of a subject that I was wanting to talk about. A lot of teens, and in fact a lot of secondary school students and even university students and even adults will at some point or another in their lives deal with stress. According to a 2013 survey by the American Psychological Association, in fact, stress is extremely common among teenagers. Teenagers who responded to the survey reported experiencing what they felt were unhealthy levels of stress, especially during the school year. And in fact, school is apparently the top source of stress for many teenagers. Deciding what you want to do after you leave normal education, that is another massive cause of stress. And personally, for me and for so many of my friends, we're all in the same boat here. We're all trying to figure out what we want to do, how we're going to get the grades to get there. It's difficult. The survey also found that teens can experience both emotional and physical symptoms of stress. Common symptoms include nervous feelings or anxiety, feeling tired, procrastinating or neglecting any responsibilities you have, feeling overwhelmed, having negative thoughts, and experiencing changes in sleeping habits. Problems with concentration and changes in eating habits are also linked to stress. If this stress persists at high levels for a long time, it can have lasting negative effects on your health. Chronic long-term stress can cause anxiety, high blood pressure, and a weakened immune system, and can also unfortunately contribute to diseases such as depression, obesity, and heart disease. With that as well, stress can often lead to, as I've said, having negative thoughts, and it can lead to issues with self-esteem, which is something I've been dealing with a lot. It's taken me a lot to get to this point and to say, right, I want to actually voice it, I want to speak about it, because I don't want anyone feeling the same way as I do. Growing up, I was never popular. I would always get picked on by the other kids because I used to be incredibly emotional. Like, they would refer to me as crybaby because that's just what I do. If I got into a certain situation, I would just end up breaking down into tears. And I've gotten better over the years, but I'm at the point now where sometimes if I've had a really, really bad day, all I want to do is just shut myself off from it all. And that's not the best thing to do, ever. Okay, you shouldn't feel like it's so bad you just want to not talk to anyone, because there are people, I have so many people out there who are willing to talk to me, who are willing to just sit down and be like, right, how's your day? Are you alright? You can talk to me, okay? And that's a big thing, really. I don't think we talk about it enough in school, which is really sad because we should, because it affects everyone at some stage in their lives. Like, self-esteem can affect people in different ways. Having a low self-esteem means you've got a low self-image. Means you, in comparison to others, you compare yourself to others, in fact, and you don't feel great at all for it. Okay? I'm not gonna lie, I'm guilty of this, especially when it comes to being in cadets, because I work with a great team of guys and girls at my squadron, and I compare myself to everyone else because everyone, well, mainly to one person, because they all get along so well with the cadets, and they manage to get that respect. And then there's me. The kids don't really listen to me personally, and it makes me feel like I'm not doing what I need to be doing. It really knocks my confidence levels, and it means that I end up going on and thinking about it for a while, and it affects me in the worst kind of way. And I don't ever want anyone to feel that way, ever, in terms of anything, okay? You should never compare yourself to someone else, even if you feel they're better than you in any way, shape or form, because that's just going to make you feel worse. And you have your own personal qualities. You are not them. You never will be them. Okay, maybe you're not the most funny person, you're not the most attractive in your eyes, but you are you, and that's all that matters. And in terms of self-esteem and stress and all that, I mean, my school's alright with that, but I feel they should be doing more to help with that, to talk to teenagers, because, like, I'm not aware of any type of counsellor that we may have in school. Like, the only people I feel I could talk to are really my teachers if I'm getting stressed. Because there are teachers that I will want to talk to. There are teachers who are approachable, and some teachers, from the way when I was younger and going through secondary school system, there were some teachers who, going through school, I would think if I had any problems, I would not want to speak to them about it at all, because they were not approachable. They, more than anything, they would come across as highly unapproachable. They would yell a fair amount in lessons. They just wouldn't seem to me to be the best person to talk to if I was getting stressed out, or if I was in a situation where I needed someone to talk to. And that's what I kind of like about being in sixth form right now, is that all my teachers are highly approachable. Like, I could talk to my French teacher if I was having problems, I could talk to my drama teacher, I can talk to my media teachers. They're all highly approachable people, and that's what I think teachers should work on. I think the school should work on as well, making the kids more aware of the sport that's out there. Because, I mean, yes, we have helpline numbers in our student planners. Year 13s don't actually get a planner. We just had a little red card at the start of the year with a load of helplines on it, and Personally, I feel that that's not the best way to go about it. I feel that helplines and stuff should be more noticeable, dare I say it, because I hate to say it, but kids, we would barely use our planners. Like, all people use them for is homework or to doodle, and I'm not gonna lie. And there's just helplines on just one page for the kids up to year 12. And then year 13, you just get a little red card at the start of the year. That's not the best because people will just chuck them away or they'll lose them. I don't know anyone who's actually properly used that card with those numbers on it. So there needs to be a lot more done in terms of making people aware of what they can do to help themselves. There needs to be more things to help combat stress, to help combat low self-esteem. And teachers need to actually try and relate to students a bit more, instead of saying, oh, sure, we'll let you do counselling sessions, we'll do a whole kind of Alcoholics Anonymous style thing where you just sit around in a panel, introduce yourself and do a load of icebreakers. That's not going to help anyone. If anything, that's just going to make it worse. That's going to make kids feel even worse. You need to try a lot more ideas to find something that works, because not everything's going to work for everyone, especially sitting around and talking about how you feel. Personally, I'd hate to just sit around and just pick myself apart in front of everyone, or get other people to pick me apart. I'd hate that, and I'm sure a lot of other kids would too. So quite frankly, we need to do a lot more in terms of talking about stress, talking about self-esteem, talking about all of that. And we need to have a lot more resources to combat all of that. Because right now, I think the education system is failing teenagers in terms of that, because a lot of us are going away a lot more stressed out than we should be. And it's not right. Oof. That was something I've been wanting to get off my chest for a little bit. Thank you for watching. If you did like that video, like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.